Together with Earle Sports Bets, yeah, the twins, they be checking in. Stacking up, green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome, guys, back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Totally wasn't me jamming out to the music for the intro, but anyways, welcome, guys, back. We've got a full baseball card today. Lots of early baseball because it is getaway day because a lot of teams will not be playing tomorrow. We've got 4 games tomorrow. Fascinating. And then more games on Friday, a full card on Friday, but only 4 games tomorrow. So that is very, very interesting. But we will talk about that along with what could be the final game in the Eastern Conference Finals for the NHL and what could possibly be the final game in the Western Conference Finals for the NBA. Before we do that, we'll go ahead and look at the ugly ass day that was yesterday because we are transparent here. And I will talk about all my losses. We went 5-12 yesterday. It was not a great day. We were down 9.92 units, kind of killing. I mean, I'm still profitable in 10 out of 12 days, but that day just hurt. And I look at it, and I could have been even. Like, as crazy as it sounds, all it takes is switching over 5 losers to a winner, and I have an even day. We'll talk about some of them that could have went one way and went the wrong way. But Cleveland money line they never led, was never close. Loser 9-5. The San Francisco Giants was never close. They lost 3-1. The Atlanta Braves get shut out. They lose 2-0. I did get the over in the Connecticut Sun game, but then one of my close losers, one of my multiple hooks, I had the over 162.5 in the Liberty game. It finished at 162. Lost by the hook. There's one that could put just one more point. It would have flipped. I will say I was lucky to get the Mets run line. They scored 1 in the bottom of the 8th in order to make it a 6-4 game. That was a winner. That was a cash cow. Cleveland and Kansas City was 3-2 going into the 8th inning. All right. Don't be stupid. Cincinnati scores 4 runs in the next 2 innings, and it goes over by, you got it, the hook. That's 2 losers by the hook. This one's not a hook, but the Minnesota Lynx were up 15 points after the first quarter. They won by 5, did not cover the 6.5. Great. That's 3 that could have went my way. The under in the Knicks game was never going to get there. They scored 251 points. The Dallas Stars, I figured, hey, I saw a certain line movement that I liked. No. Nope, was not even close. The Toronto Blue Jays get shut out. Cool. Oakland Athletics lose 11-1. Cool. The under in the Yankee game hit. That was nice. The Miami Marlins had a 6-0 lead at one point. That lasted till the 5th inning. Jeez. That was a heartbreaking one because I saw 6-0. I'm thinking, I'm looking good. I'm also seeing 6-0 in the Arizona Diamondbacks game, one of my cash cows, only for the Pittsburgh Pirates to score 2 in the 6th and then 7 in the 8th. Woke up to that one. That one was not fun. LA, the Sparks didn't get there, and I did get the winner with the over in the Phoenix game, but overall, just a shit day. Need to bounce back and kind of rebound after what was yesterday. So we have a full baseball card ready to get into it. But no chat. We'll go ahead and just head right into the baseball card. And we'll start with the New York Mets hosting the Chicago White Sox. The Mets minus 260 with a total of 8 in this game. And we get Shane Smith, who's been pretty solid for the White Sox this year, going up against Griffin Canning. And we'll look at the two guys. Shane Smith this year, 10 starts, a 1-3 record, a 2.36 ERA in 53 and a third innings pitched, 14 earned runs, 18 walks, and 49 strikeouts. So he has looked great. And he's on the White Sox. Yeah. First round pick. Oh, wow. He was the first round pick in last year's draft, 5th overall. Wow. That's impressive that he's already. Oh, no, it's the White Sox. Not really that impressive, but yeah. On the opposite side, you got Griffin Canning going from the Mets, coming off of a okay start, 3 earned runs. Oh, and now he coming off of the shortened game from him and Kershaw. But 10 starts, a 5-1 record, a 2.88 ERA amongst 50 innings pitched, 16 earned runs, 21 walks, and 47 strikeouts. Griffin Canning has been nothing solid. That last game was the first game that the Mets lost that he pitched since all the way back when he allowed 2 earned runs to the Astros in the opening weekend. Griffin Canning has been an absolute stud for the Mets. Now, we'll go ahead and look at the numbers for this one. We got Shane Smith, or we got the Mets versus lefties, which are 10th WRC plus at 110. And then you got the White Sox against righties who can't get out of their own way. They're 82 WRC plus, which is sitting in 28th, only in head of Pittsburgh and Colorado. Not good when you're grouped in with those two teams. We'll look at the market movement for this game. And where is it? There it is. We've got... Actually, no, sorry, line movement first, then market movement, because I want to judge it off of that. Go to this. It opened up at Mets minus 160, and it's line's going towards the White Sox in this one. And the under's gone from minus 8 and minus 115. It dropped to 7.5 for a little bit, but it's still back at 8 minus 115. Lots and lots of money on the Mets, and the line's not moving towards them. It pushes me towards going after the White Sox today. As crazy as that sounds, I could probably get a decent number with the White Sox, but I don't think I'm going to end up jumping on this one. It's going to be hard for me to want to fade Griffin Canning with how well he's pitched this year, so this one's just going to be a pass to start the card. Still no chat, so we'll keep on rolling. We get the Minnesota Twins and the Tampa Bay Rays, Pablo Lopez and Drew Rasmussen. So really good pitching matchup. Pablo Lopez this year has been solid. 9 starts, a 4-2 record, a 2.31 ERA in 50 and 2/3 innings pitched, 13 earned runs, 9 walks, and 54 strikeouts. He has been really, really good for this Twins team. On the opposite side, you got Drew Rasmussen, who has pitched in 10 games this year to a 3-4 record, a 2.6 ERA, 52 innings pitched, 15 earned runs, 12 walks, and 43 strikeouts. He has also been really, really good for this Tampa Bay Rays team. 2 solid pitchers, and I love going after some good pitching. And you got, let's see, both of them are right-handed pitchers. So you got the Twins, who are not particularly great. They're 18th against right-handed pitching, which is, not terrible. That's 101 WRC plus, which is above average. On the opposite side, you got the Tampa Bay Rays, who are 13th, which is 106. So they are above average against right-handed pitching. We'll go ahead and look at the line movement in this game. The line opened up for the Minnesota Twins at minus 113, and it has dropped to plus 101. So line movement towards the Tampa Bay Rays in this game. Lines moved towards the under from 8 at minus 102 to 8 at minus 115. So there has been some line movement towards the under. And with me liking that, let's go quick look at the money. Most of the money is always going to the sharp side's always going to be the under. People don't like betting unders in baseball. People don't like betting unders in general. so it's hard for a under to be a public play. I'm going to start off my baseball card by getting my thing over here. Cool. And we're going to start it off with the under in the Twins and Tampa game. Under, and I can get that at 8 at minus 108. Under Twins Rays. Cool. To the chat. We actually have some chat now. Yay. Lean first half under. I can see an under. Yeah, I like the under in that game. Good morning, Tim. No action until tomorrow, payday, so I'm down for the day. Hey, sometimes you just gotta take a day off. I have no clue what that means because it's in Spanish, but it's good to see you. Supness. What's up, Lex? What's up, Noel, with the ESB with some. Let's do this. Good morning, Twin. Let's get this money. Let's do it. We got to bounce back from yesterday. Alternative under 6.5 for the Twins Rays game and the Fever money line in a parlay. I will have my WNBA plays after the show. They will be up for the members. So check that out after the show. And then Lex coming in with a $5 dono saying Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito. That is what was that movie? Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito. Twins. It was Twins. Yes, I remember seeing that the other day. That's a funny movie. But Lex, appreciate the $5 dono. And yeah. Arnold was pregnant. He was what? But appreciate the dono, Lex. All right, we got the Dodgers who are going to go for the sweep of the Guardians today. Clayton Kershaw and Colby Allard. Colby Allard going. Clayton Kershaw this year has pitched twice. One was an actual start. The other one was a shortened start. And he looked okay in the first start. He allowed one walk and no hits in 2 innings, and then it got rained out. But a 7.5 ERA because he allowed 5 earned runs in his first start. Not really going to judge much off of Kershaw. We haven't seen much of him this year. And Colby Allard is a bullpen game. He's going to go anywhere from 2 to 3, maybe 4 innings. So I'm not going to be overly concerned with his numbers. We'll look at both these two teams against lefties. Dodgers, 3rd in baseball versus lefties, 121 WRC plus. Cleveland, all the way down at 23rd, so hitting advantage towards the Dodgers. We'll go ahead and look at the line movement, which I'm going to guess is probably going to be aimed towards the Dodgers. Lines moved from minus 132 to minus 155 for the Dodgers. It's also lines moved from 9 at minus 107 for the over to 9 at even money for the over. So lean towards the under in this one. Let me guess. All the money is on the Dodgers. 81% and 83%, 83 for bets and tickets are on the Dodgers today, which makes sense. Once again, all the money's on the overs, which all the money's always on the overs, so unders will always look appealing. I kind of lean Dodgers in this one. Dodgers have already taken the first 2 games of the series. But with the question marks around Clayton Kershaw and how far he's going to go and the fact that it's a bullpen game for the Guardians, I'm going to end up staying off of this one. Yeah, he was pregnant in a movie. In the movie, he was a scientist and made himself pregnant in a movie with DeVito called Junior. Never seen him. Never seen that. So, interesting. The D-backs disrespect the parlay. Dude, that was awful. Oh, my God. 7 runs in the 8th inning for the Pirates yesterday. Killed my run line. Tim, I'm from Boston. The Red Sox are in a vertical dive heading for the Atlantic Ocean. Yeah, they are not playing well right now. I still think they're going to be just fine. I still think they're going to make the playoffs, but they are not showing the signs that I want to be able to see. DK showing Skade Sony as the Cleveland starter. It's a bullpen game regardless, so I don't really think it matters. It's an AL Central game with the Guardians. AL Central. But I understand that. Dodgers game does feel like a lot of variance. Could. But I'm just going to stay away from that one. This next one's kind of interesting because we get the Giants and the Tigers again. Two of the better teams in baseball going at it, and this has been a good series. The Tigers have taken both games 3-1. So my guess is the Tigers win 3-1 today. No. We got Landon Roop taking on Jackson Jobe. Roop this year has been solid enough. 10 starts, 3-3 record with a 3.63 ERA, 52 innings pitched, 21 earned runs, 12 walks to 49 strikeouts. He's actually coming off of back-to-back shutout performances where he went 6 innings in both games. Looked very, very impressive. On the opposite side, you got Jackson Jobe, who is a rookie. I know he pitched a little bit. He pitched all 2 times last year. And he pitched in the postseason last year. But he had a blown save. Yikes. But he has been really good this year. I faded him in his last start when everybody loved the fact that he was 8-0 to start the Tigers were 8-0 to start the year when he pitched. I'm like, you know what? Give me Cleveland next game. Cleveland won. But he has been solid enough obviously you see some of his performances. He does need a little bit of fixing, but Jackson Jobe looks like a solid pitcher. We'll go ahead and take a look at the hitting numbers for this one, where the Detroit Tigers are 10th WRC plus against right-handed pitching at 108. The San Francisco Giants are 21st at 98. So hitting advantage towards the Tigers. I want to say pitching advantage is towards the Tigers slightly. Then we go ahead and look at what the line's done. Line opened up at, if it wants to load, there we go. Detroit minus 106. Now it's up to Detroit minus 108. I saw 115 when I was typing it up. Obviously, some of these lines are a little bit different based on the books that I'm typing them off of. Lines also moved from an 8 minus 105 for the under to a 7.5 at minus 104 for the under. So lines have moved towards the under, which makes sense because both these games have gone 3-1. We look at the money in this one. 71% of the bets and 74% of the money is on the Detroit Tigers. 34 and 45 towards the under. So more of the sharp money is on the under. And that's where I'm going in this one. Tigers and the Giants, I'm taking another under. I can get under at minus 105. Under at minus 102. Under 7.5 between the Giants and the Tigers in another early game. I also kind of lean Detroit, but I'm just going to take the under. The Red Sox are thinking about DFAing Trevor Story. They should. Honestly, eat the contract. Although, with all your injuries right now, I don't know if you really can. But that's if you know what? Yeah, they should. They have the farm system to bring up somebody new, and Trevor Story, goodbye. You just got to eat that contract, which is not going to be cheap. So, Giants money line. No, I'd kind of still lean Tigers. Roop is actually a decent. I lean towards the Nerfy. I like the Nerfy because I got the under. Tigers win big. They always win these home day games. Tigers better team. I lean Tigers. I took the under. Cleveland. I not touching Cleveland. Tigers sweep. Tigers reverse run line. I mean, it would just be regular run line. It would just be regular run line, unless you're grabbing plus 1.5, because regular reverse run line would be plus 1.5 for them. I didn't get to talk about this game yesterday. It's the Boston Red Sox and the Milwaukee Brewers. Why didn't I get to talk about it? Because the Boston Red Sox didn't have a starting pitcher during the show. But the Brewers are minus 150 in this game with a total of 8 in this one. Brian Balow and Freddie Peralta. Brian Balow this year, a 4.11 ERA. Amongst 7 starts, a 2-1 record, a 35 and a third innings pitch, 16 earned runs, 20 walks, and 27 strikeouts. Coming off a 4-inning appearance where he allowed 2 runs, 6 hits, 7 strikeouts in a 19-5 win by the Boston Red Sox. On the opposite side, you got Freddie Peralta, who could be a very, very interesting trade candidate come deadline time. 11 starts, a 5-3 record, a 2.55 ERA among 60 innings pitched, 44 hits, 17 earned runs, 23 walks, and 60 strikeouts. He has been solid. So I like both these pitchers. We'll go ahead and take a look at the numbers for hitting. Both of them are against righties today. Boston, 9th WRC plus against righties, 108, tied with Detroit and tied with the Mets. Milwaukee Brewers are down a little bit. They're 25th, which is 93 WRC plus. So hitting advantage towards the Red Sox, pitching advantage towards the Brewers. We'll go ahead and look at the line movement in this one, where we have the line opened up at Milwaukee minus 140, and it's still Milwaukee minus 140. And then the line opened up at 7.5 at minus 115 for the over. Now it's 8 at plus 105. So the line has moved towards the over, which is interesting because I really like these pitchers. I think I'm going to end up taking the Red Sox here because with the lack of movement, 65% of the bets are on the Brewers, but 60% of the money's on the Red Sox, which is going to end up putting me towards the Boston Red Sox in this game. I can get them at plus 1. I want to say 130 today. Nope, 128. Plus 128 is the best line I can get on them. Give me the Boston Red Sox for this game to avoid the sweep. Boom. Red Sox plus 128. Tigers are dogs on FanDuel. Really? Okay. Brewers under. I can see the under. Give me Freddie P for the dub. Brew Crew. Nope. Brew Crew. Nope. Under 8. I can see the under. I kind of like Boston. Yes, I like Boston. Red Sox today. All right, I gotta put this one up. Don't care. Athletics money line every single day, but we'll go ahead and talk about the game in just a second. I was doing a little bit of the numbers last night. Because of Rooker and Butler, I'm going to end up being profitable so far, and the team total overs. The Athletics money line is not profitable. The other 3 are. So I just want to quickly throw that one out for anybody who's arguing with me. Just because I can't put the player props on the site kind of shows a little bit of a different story. But in terms of the actual experiment, Butler and Rooker have been awesome this year. So has the team totals. But we'll go ahead and look over at the Athletics and the Astros. Severino versus McCullers. Take a look at the 2 pitchers. Severino, 11 starts, a 1-4 record, a 4.11 ERA, 65 and 2/3 innings pitched, 30 earned runs, 19 walks, and 50 strikeouts for the biggest free agent signing in Oakland Athletics history. On the opposite side, you've got Lance McCullers Jr., who has pitched in all of 4 games this year, to an 0-1 record, a 6.57 ERA, among 12 and 2/3 innings pitched, 9 earned runs, 10 walks, and 14 strikeouts. I obviously have been fading McCullers. The last 2 games that he's pitched, they've actually won. He has not looked great, but he is starting to improve a little bit. coming back from that injury. We'll take a look at the line movement in this game because the line's moving towards the Astros, but it makes sense because all the money is on the Astros in this one. Can I scroll up, please? Nope, down. There it is. Yeah, 89% of the money and 91% of the bets are on the Astros, so it makes sense why the line's moving that way. I am on the Athletics every single day, along with their team total, Butler, and Rooker props. A's team total. Yes, I like the A's in this one. I'm always going to be on the A's. It's part of my experiment. This one hurt me yesterday. The D-backs, and we've already talked about them a little bit, against the Pirates. D-backs minus 135, 7.5 is your total. Paul Skeens versus Zach Gallen, so should be a really solid pitching matchup. Paul Skeens, 11 starts, 3-5 record, a 2.36 ERA. He has a complete game. It came in a loss. 68 2/3 innings pitched, 70 strikeouts, 18 earned runs, 18 walks. He is one of the front runners for the Cy Young, as he should be. On the opposite side, you've got Zach Gallen, who in a contract year is not pitching the greatest. 11 starts, a 3-6 record, 5.25 ERA among 61 2/3 innings pitched, 36 earned runs, 28 walks, and 63 strikeouts. Strikeout numbers are at least still up, but he's allowed 14 runs in his last 3 starts. Not particularly good. We'll go ahead and take a look at the WRC plus numbers. Arizona against righties, 122 WRC plus. That is third in the MLB, only behind the Dodgers and the Yankees. Pittsburgh is only ahead of the Colorado Rockies at 81 WRC plus. They're 29th. So obviously hitting advantage towards the D-backs, pitching advantage towards the Pirates. We'll go ahead and take a look at the line movement in this one, where the Diamondbacks open up at minus 118, and they've moved up to minus 130. We'll go ahead and take a look at the line movement, the money, I should say. 68 and 58 are on the Pirates. So, on the Diamondbacks. So the line movement makes sense. I still believe that Skeens is overvalued. I will be taking some Arizona Diamondbacks today. I think they hit against Skeens, and I can grab their run line here at plus 170, just because I'm not laying minus 135. So Arizona run line, especially, I think Skeens is overvalued. I think, and we've seen that throughout his starts because they're not winning his starts. And bounce back spot for Arizona after that ugly 8th inning yesterday. Run line plus 170, Arizona Diamondbacks. Pirates now. Good luck today, all. Good luck to you to stop Gio. Let's keep on rolling. We're getting through the games. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 MLB games left. The Padres and the Marlins are up next. The Padres are minus 165 with a total of 8.5. Sandy Alcantara versus who's this? Kyle Hart. So he's making his 6th start of the year. Alcantara this year has been bad. His velocity is down. His movement is down. He won the first 3 starts for the Marlins, and since then has lost 7 straight. Muted in time. I did good. And he has not been great. In those 7 losses, he's allowed 6, 3, 7, 5, 4, 4, and 5. He has been awful for the Marlins. I still think he gets traded. On the opposite side, you got Kyle Hart, 5 starts, 2-2 record, a 6 ERA, 21 innings pitched, 14 earned runs, 6 walks, and 16 strikeouts. So kind of been a fill-in starter because I know that they're dealing with some injuries. Not really big on either one of these pitchers right now. We'll go ahead and take a look at the stats. Marlins versus lefties are 18th WRC plus versus 81. They don't hit them all too well. Pirates versus righties, Padres versus righties are 12th, 106 WRC plus, so a little bit better. I still kind of lean towards the over. Let's see what the markets are telling me. Market's gone from 8 to 8.5, and the line's actually moved a little bit towards the Padres. Pretty big money and tickets are towards the over. I don't care. This will be my first over of the day. I think both pitchers get hit today. Alcantara has been bad. 8.5. Give me the over 8.5 in this game. Sandy will eventually get it back, but he's just not been good. Back to the chat. Tim has reabsorbed Nick. They are now 1 mega Earle. Nice, Dave. Good to see you. Any thoughts on Dodgers team total over? I don't hate it, but it's not something I'm going to go after. Bless you. Thanks. Padres money line. It would have to be a run line. I'm not laying minus 165. Over, yes. Half a unit. Over in Miami. Yes. And the Padres run line. Yes. I'm all right with that. Padres, 9 wins straight up versus NL East in a row. That's crazy. I did not know about that one. Orioles, a reverse run line. Well, that hold on. Dodgers took first 5 minus a half. I don't hate the Dodgers like that. I'm just not going to lay the run line on them right now. Orioles reverse run line, which is going to be perfect segment into bada bing, bada boom. The Cardinals and the Orioles. Thank you for the segue. Orioles minus 120 with a total of 8. You get Miles McCollum taking on Cade Pulvich. Miles McCollum this year has actually kind of turned his ship around. He had 1 bad start, 8 earned runs in 2 2/3 against the Red Sox on April 6th. Other than that, 3 earned runs or less in every single one of his starts. He has been really good, especially the Cardinals have won 5 straight of his starts. 10 starts this year, 4-2 record, a 3.51 ERA, 51 in the third innings pitched, 20 earned runs, obviously 8 of those coming in 1 start, 16 walks and 31 strikeouts. He's been really good. On the opposite side, you got Cade Pulvich, who really hasn't been. He's had a couple of clunkers this year. 9 starts, a 1-3 record, 4.86 ERA, 46 in the third innings pitched, 25 earned runs, 16 walks, and 44 strikeouts. So pitching advantage towards the Cardinals. We'll take a look at hitting stats. St. Louis versus lefties are 13th in baseball, 95 WRC plus. Orioles versus righties are 7th in baseball, 111 WRC plus. Hitting advantage towards the Orioles. Let's take a look at the line movement in this one between Baltimore and St. Louis. Towards Bet Online. Lines moved from minus 110 for the Orioles to minus 117. So line has moved towards the Baltimore Orioles. Lines also moved towards the under. Tell me that Cade Pulvich actually pitches well in this game because the line's gone from 9 at minus 120 to 8 at minus 105 for the under. I take a look at the market movements or the money in this one. With all the money coming in on St. Louis, I might have to agree with the Orioles take here. I kind of like the Orioles in this one. And then 75 and 77 towards the over. I might have to take the Orioles in the under here. And I know it's crazy to actually bet an under in an Orioles game because I have not done that at all this year. I can get under 8.5 at minus 110. So I'm going to quickly take that one. All money on over, and line has dropped to from 9 to 8-8.5. So we're going to take the under in the Oriole game, and we're going to take the Baltimore Orioles today. Saying that Cade Pulvich has a good start in this one, and I can get the Orioles at minus 118. So give me the Orioles in this one as well. And we'll ride the Orioles in the under. O's, yes. O's are dogs on FanDuel as well. I'm not surprised. But first 5 under. Yes. Honestly, I could see this one being a 2-1, 3-1 win for the Orioles. I like the under as well. Yes, under in this game. I like it. All right. We get the Braves and the Phillies. Next up, we got Ass pitching against Wheeler. And his nickname is Ass because it's AJ Smith-Schuster, so ASS. I love it. Ass this year has actually been pretty good. 8 starts, 3-2 record, a 3.67 ERA amongst 41 and 2/3 innings pitched, 17 earned runs, 20 walks, and 41 strikeouts. And even though he made his debut all the way back in 2023, I still believe he's eligible for the Rookie of the Year this year because he has not played enough in those seasons in order for it to count, I believe. Let me make sure before. Yeah, because right now, AJ Smith-Schuster is second in the Rookie of the Year odds at plus 400, only behind Drake Baldwin. Ironically, also of the Atlanta Braves. Hey, Luis Angel Acuna is in there too. But interesting to see there because I like to see the line movement or the Rookie of the Year numbers. AJ Smith-Schuster still involved in that one. On the opposite side, you've gotten one of the most consistent pitchers in the last 7 years, and that's Zach Wheeler. 11 starts, 6-1 record, 2.42 ERA, 70 and a third, 2 innings pitched, 19 earned runs, 14 walks, and 88 strikeouts. And the Phillies have won in his last 5 starts. And 6 out of 7, the only one they lost was an extra inning game against the Mets. Woohoo! But we'll go ahead and look at the hitting stats for this one. Both of them are against righties today. Let's look Philly and Atlanta. Philly, 15th. Atlanta, also tied for 15th. Both of them 104 WRC plus. So no hitting advantage either way. Pitching advantage is towards the Phillies. We'll look at the line movement. Line's actually gone towards Atlanta because the line opened up at minus 150 for the Phillies. And now it's down to minus 140. So line is moving towards the Phillies. Line's also moving slightly towards the under. Well, not slightly because it's gone from 8 to 7.5. Let's see where the money is. All the money is coming in on Philly, and the line's moving towards Atlanta. Interesting. Give me the Bravos. I know I had the Braves yesterday. Didn't work out. I'm going back to the Braves today to beat Wheeler. So let's go ahead. Braves plus 132. All money on Philly. Line moving towards ATL. Give me the Braves plus 132. Philly smash or over 7.5. I can see the over. I think I kind of want to lean towards the under in this game because I like the 2 pitchers. The pitchers have been solid enough, but I don't know. Nah, Philly minus 1. We'll see. I got plus money with the Braves. If it loses, it loses. Let's keep on rolling. The Cincinnati Reds and the Kansas City Royals are up next. The Reds are minus 115 with a total of 7.5. We get Hunter Green taking on Noah Cameron. Noah Cameron's actually been really good his first 3 starts. Hunter Green, though, 2.57 ERA. He has been really solid this year. 9 starts, a 4-2 record, 49 and a 2/3 innings pitched, 14 earned runs, 10 walks, and 63 strikeouts. I don't believe he's currently eligible for Cy Young numbers, although he's probably got still some. Hunter Green's 12-1, but he's been really solid. He's behind he's 5th best odds. Skeens, Wheeler, Yamamoto, and Webb all ahead of him, which is interesting to see. On the opposite side, we get Noah Cameron, who has really done well this year. He's pitched in 19 and a third innings and has allowed 2 earned runs on 6 walks and 14 strikeouts. And 2 of those games were on the road. So there you go. So Cameron has looked great, although I could see some possible negative regression coming up for him. We'll go ahead and take a look at the numbers for each team. We'll look at Cincinnati versus lefties, which they are not great against, 78 WRC plus, which is 20th in baseball. Kansas City against righties are not particularly great either, 86 WRC plus, which is 4th to last in baseball, only ahead of the White Sox, Pirates, and Colorado Rockies. So it kind of pushed me towards the under to start off. Let's see if it all agrees. We'll go to their line movement. Line's gone from minus 105 to plus 104 for the Royals. So line movement towards Cincinnati. And the line's moved towards the under, going from 8 to 7.5. We'll go ahead and take a look at the markets, where the money's pretty much dead even, 50-50 for the sides. And, of course, all the money's on the over in this one. I am going to be taking the under. I know I've been a big unders person as of late, and most of them have been doing pretty good. So I'm going to be grabbing the under here, under 7.5 between the Reds and the Royals. I really, really like this pitching matchup. Under 7.5 minus 112. Back to the chat. Books pump faking this line move on Earle. And they could. Smells like a Royal spot. It could be a Royal spot. No Max Fried Chicken for Cy Young. I was listing off the NL people, and Max Fried is in the AL. Max Fried, I believe, is second in the AL Cy Young odds, only behind Tariq Skubal, who Tariq Skubal is currently minus 110. So I didn't mention Max Fried because he's not playing in the National League. Green, 7 strikeouts. I could see that. Oh, boy. I think this one's going to be another ugly one because the Colorado Rockies, guys, it's almost June. Can we get our 10th win of the year yet? Like, what are we doing? 9 and 46. Yikes, Rockies. Taking on the Chicago Cubs. Cubs are minus 360, 8's the total. They're big favorites for a reason. Gordon versus Boyd. Gordon has pitched in 2 games this year. He's allowed 6 earned runs in 12 and a third innings pitched. Not really much to go off of. Matthew Boyd, a 3.44 ERA amongst 10 starts, a 4-2 record, 55 and a third innings pitched, 21 earned runs, 15 walks, and 56 strikeouts. He's been solid enough as one of your pieces in the rotation. I would say let's go look at the WRC plus numbers, but I'll be quick with you guys. The Rockies are bottom of the league in both facing righties and lefties. And it's not even particularly close. They're way below. And then the Colorado's throwing a righty. Cubs are 4th WRC plus against righties. So hitting advantage, pitching advantage, all towards the Cubs, as it should be. Let's go take a look at the line movement. It's gone from minus 320 to minus 360. So line movement towards the Cubs. No line movement on the total. All the money's coming in on the Cubs. All the money's coming in on the over. Guys, I'm not betting this game. I try not to go after these crazy-ass games unless I really feel like I have an edge on it. I don't. The Cubs probably win this one. Is it something you need to get involved with? No. Pass on this one. Damn, Tariq is doing that well. I know he was doing well, but I didn't know he was doing that good. Tariq Skubal has been the best pitcher in baseball, and it hasn't really been particularly close. Let's pull up. I'll quickly pull up his stats for you. Strikeout leader, no. Money, no. Starter, over-unders, no. Earn runs. Earn run average. Let me go strikeouts. Or American League. Where is he? Where is Skubal? Oh, I have to go find him. Tariq Skubal this year, 11 starts, 5-2 record, 2.49 ERA, coming off of one bad start. 68. Here's the big thing, right? 68 and 2/3 innings pitched for him. Only 19 earned runs, 7 walks to 92 strikeouts. 92 strikeouts in almost 69 innings. Insane. Yeah, no, he's been everything as advertised. The Tigers have only lost 2 of his starts so far this year out of the 11. No, he's everything as advertised. Back to being the Cy Young Award. Rocks, Cubs extended clip, spread. Cubs bullpen is suspect. They won't need the bullpen today. Maybe they might not need it, but we'll see. Sorry, getting a drink. We'll head to the next game, and we've got 3 more baseball games up. The Toronto Blue Jays and the Texas Rangers are going to go at it. We get Peyton Schwartz. Oh, okay. He's a reliever. Okay, we're not really going to worry too much about him then. Against Tyler Mahle. Schwartz, bullpen piece. So this is a bullpen game for the Toronto Blue Jays. Not going to list off any of his stats. It does not really matter. Tyler Mahle has been absolutely freaking phenomenal this year. 11 starts, a 5-2 record. He is coming off of a loss in his last start, but a 1.8 ERA. In 60 innings pitched, he's allowed 12 earned runs, 21 walks, 43 strikeouts. He doesn't strike a lot of people out, but he will be very, very efficient, and he will go 5-6 innings, and he will get ground ball and fly balls. He's not going to be a heavy strikeout pitcher. We'll go ahead and look at the batting numbers. Both of them are against righties. Toronto, 96 WRC plus against right-handed pitching. Texas is 86, but this is also a bullpen game, so they could be facing a bunch of lefties. But Texas bottom 5 against righties and bottom 5 against lefties. It does not matter. Texas is having a hard time hitting anything this year with any success. We'll go ahead and look at the line movement in this game. Lines moved from Texas minus 152 to Texas minus 128. So lots of line movement towards the Toronto Blue Jays. And the lines moved towards the over. 8 minus 115 to 8.5 and minus 115 for the total. All the money is on the Texas Rangers. It's on the Texas Rangers, and the lines moved towards Toronto. I know I took the shot with them yesterday. It did not work out. We're going to go back to the Blue Jays today because that line movement tells me everything I need to know. And the fact that all the money's coming in on Tyler Mahle and the line's moving towards Toronto with as good as Tyler Mahle's been this year. Give me the Blue Jays today. Toronto money line. All right. Didn't they use bullpen yesterday? They almost lost. Who? Did Toronto use a lot of bullpen, or did Texas? Let's see. Toronto used 2 bullpen pieces, and Texas used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nathan Eovaldi left early. But they had Latz go 3 innings, so I'm not really overly worried about it. So that's basically a start there. And then, I'm not overly concerned about it. Is that Sean Armstrong? Sean Armstrong came in. I forgot he was playing for Texas now. I'm not worried about it. Texas smash or Texas team total under. Wow. Texas smash or the team total under. That doesn't make sense. You one or the other. I don't trust the Jays. I don't either, but I still took them. I'm going with Toronto. Me too. Let's keep rolling. We had the under in this one. This is one of the games that actually went right yesterday. The Yankees and the at Angels. The Yankees are minus 160 with a total of 9. Clark Schmidt versus Yusei Kikuchi. The Cooch is pitching today. But Schmidt, 7 starts, a 1-2 record, a 4.58 ERA amongst 37 and a third innings pitched, 19 earned runs, 19 walks, 38 strikeouts. So he has been just another piece in this rotation. But with the way that the Yankees are hitting, it hasn't really mattered that he's not pitching all that well. For Kikuchi, 11 starts, 1-4 record, 3.17 ERA, solid enough. 59 and a 2/3 innings pitched, 21 earned runs, 29 walks, and 54 strikeouts. The Angels have actually won 4 straight of his starts. He's looked solid as of late. Last 5 starts, 2 runs and less in all of them. So he has looked really good. Hitting stats, I'll save you the effort on the Yankees. They're good against everybody. Yankees are number 1 WRC plus against lefties and number 2 against righties. So they have been really, really good against both sides of the ball. Angels against righties are all the way down at 22nd. They're 97 WRC plus, so just below the average. We'll look at the line movement in this one, where the line's moving slightly towards the Angels. All of a 5-cent line movement, and the line's moving towards the under. Under went from minus 115 at the 9 to minus 125 at the 9. Heading over to the market, where once again all the money's coming in on the over, and all the money's coming on the Yankees. I'm going to stay off of this game. I feel no reason to go after it. It's a lean towards the Angels, lean towards the under, but I'm not. There's not enough for me to want to do it. They can win 4-2. That's fair. I think Drewski was referring to the Cubs bullpen because I'm betting the minus 3.5. Rangers. Rangers in the last game. Yanks smash. Yankees should win this game, yes. Or under 9, Halos bat got cold. They have. I kind of lean towards the under as well. Angels team total under. I'm very close to betting the under in the Angels game, but I'm not going to. We'll head to the final MLB game on the card. That is the Washington Nationals and the Seattle Mariners. Mariners minus 220 with a total of 8. Trevor Williams and George Kirby. Trevor Williams this year is 6.43 ERA in 10 starts, a 2-5 record, 49 and a third innings pitched, 35 earned runs, 15 walks, and 41 strikeouts. He has been not great this year. On the opposite side, you got George Kirby, which, guys, he's pitched 1 start. He allowed 5 earned runs, 6 hits in 3 2/3. His ERA is at 15. Relax. He's not a bad pitcher. He had a bad start to start off his season. I know this because I had Kirby Cy Young tickets, and I think they got voided when he was injured to start the year. So not no harm, no foul, but Kirby is a good pitcher. I expect him to be better. Stats against righties: Seattle 5th in baseball, 116 WRC plus. Washington 19th at 99 WRC plus. So definitely hitting advantage towards the Mariners. We'll go ahead and look at the line movement in this game. Lines moved from minus 180 to 210 to Seattle with a total of 8. Line moving towards Seattle. Has not been any line movement for the total. Not enough money heading towards the way of Seattle to make them a cash cow. It's going to make me stay off of them. I need to see George Kirby just a little bit more. So we're going to end up ending our baseball card with a pass, which is fine because I feel like I have enough baseball plays today. Mariners ain't good, but good enough to be minus 120. Fair enough. Nats team total over. I can see them hit a little bit today, but I do like George Kirby. So, what do you got in the Guards game? Guardians. I pass on it. I leaned towards the Dodgers. Nats money line. It's thing is, I see George Kirby having a good start though. So let's head to the NBA because this could potentially be the last game of the T-Wolves season and a chance for the Oklahoma City to advance to the NBA Finals. The Thunder are a 8.5-point favorite with a total of 220 in this game. We'll head to the line movement. By the way, Thunder up 3-1 in the series, and we'll say that about the same game, same thing next game, where Panthers up 3-1. We'll go to see the line movements in this one, which lines moved from 8.5 to 8 for the Oklahoma City Thunder. So I do kind of lean towards the T-Wolves to cover in this game. Line's gone from 221.5 to 220.5. So lines move towards the under in this one. So line moving towards both the dog and the under in this one. With more of the money is coming in on the spread for the Timberwolves. Obviously, more people are going to be betting the Timberwolves money line just because nobody should be betting the money line for the Thunder at minus 340. That's ridiculous. I did grab the under in this game. I do want to kind of go towards Minnesota as well. I think I want to add both. I do think the Thunder probably advance this game, but the line movement, although I'm seeing 8.5s again, pretty much 8.5s across the board. I'm going to stay off the side. I'm going to stick with the total. I'm on the under 220.5 between the Thunder and the T-Wolves in game number 5. Thunder smash and the under. I like the under in this one. Thunder extended clip. That's literally free money. Thunder minus 14.5. OKC closes the show. Probably. And once again, I'm going to say this. If they close out the show tonight, they'll be 8-1 in games not against the Denver Nuggets. They'll be 4-3 against the Denver Nuggets. The fact that I still believe the Thunder, toughest opponent the entire playoffs will be Denver. I said in the beginning, I'm going to stick to it. Nobody's going to push the Thunder anywhere close. Hold up, is Scott Foster reffing tonight? I have not a clue. Double-digit send-off. I could easily see a double-digit send-off. If you like the Wolves, you might as well take the over. No. What do you mean? You just said Thunder. Oh, you said Thunder smash. No, I like the under. I kind of lean Wolves. If Foster is in play, you got to play the over. Facts. That's why I asked about Foster. It's not Foster really does. Foster is the extender. He's not really the over guy. Let's head to Hockey Town, where the Carolina Panthers are trying to hold off elimination again against the Panthers. The Panthers are minus 125. 5.5 is your total in this one. The Hurricanes are coming off of a shutout in game number 4. They won 3-0. Then I go and I look at the line movement for this game. It opened up at a pick'em. So Florida minus 110. It's up to Florida minus 125, which makes sense with all the money is all over the Panthers. 76% of the money, 93%. Sorry, 76% of the tickets, 93% of the cash is on the Panthers, and I am taking the Florida Panthers in this one to close it out. I took their puck line at plus 205 because whenever we had a closeout game, I'm going to be taking puck lines because I could see an empty netter way too early in this game. Like, if the Carolina Hurricanes are down a goal with 3 minutes to go, they may pull it with 3 minutes to go. So empty netter from the Panthers tonight. I took the puck line at plus 205. The Florida Panthers are heading to the Stanley Cup this year. And they're going probably a rematch of last year where they played the Edmonton Oilers. So we'll see how that one goes. But Panthers are making the cup tonight. Paul Skeens is sick. Arizona team total under first 5 or Skeens K's over. I took the Diamondbacks. So there you go. Foster sends players to the line. He kills my under bets. He does that more in the beginning of the game, though, where he calls fouls. So I don't know. We'll see. You should see the over-under record on Scott Foster officiating games. See, I'm not going to cap it for a ref like that. I'll cap a side for a ref, not a total. But I understand where you're going. I like the under T-Wolves player props. I hope he ain't in. True. You're right. He is the extender. I like the puck line for the Panthers as well. Yes, Panthers puck line. They make the cup tonight. And then probably tomorrow, the Oilers will probably make it to the cup as well. I might have to go Oilers. I went Dallas the last 2 games. Did not work out. But I could easily see the Stanley Cup and the NBA Finals matchup ready after tomorrow's games. So Panthers in this one. But that is all the games for today. We are just under an hour, 59 minutes and 35 seconds. But that is everything. If you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out links in the description below. We are on the Picks and Parleys YouTube channel right now. All my best bets are up there. My WNBA will be up after the show. Anybody watching on ESB, become a member of the YouTube channel, and I'll put out the card right after the show as well. So if you guys check that all out. Till next time, that's going to do it. I got you, Stop Geo. We'll see you guys tomorrow with a very, very short card. See you guys.